Hello, hello. What fucking day is it today, actually? I'm completely lost now. Okay, today's Tuesday. That's good enough. But hello. How are we all doing today? Tuesday, apparently. Yeah, it's, I didn't do yesterday because I was really tired. And now I'm completely lost. But yes, today is Tuesday. I have had a day at work. How is everyone else doing? Oh, welcome. You're here now. How we doing, Sage? You here to help me with my, whatever the hell this Elysium is? Because I have no idea what to expect out of this Elysium. I just know it's gonna be interesting, and that it's been something that's... I've been very curious about this game for a long time. I'm surprised I hadn't played it before, but oh well. I guess it will be an interesting game. Alright, I'm gonna start up the game. And do my dramatic lower of the volume thing. Okay. Expert guide to this Elysium who hasn't finished it yet. Yeah. Alright, it's starting now. Let me know when you have audio, because I started this earlier just to see if it actually worked with OBS and everything. And it's a little weird. Come on. There we go. It's a little weird because the volume seems a little low. Yeah, the visual is like OBS is being weird. Okay, hold on. Here. The volume is unbelievably low. I would have to turn up my computer volume if I wanted it higher. So let me just open that for a sec. Volume mixer. And there. Alright. If we need it, I will be upping the volume, but if not, then we'll see what happens. Oh, hey, D! Welcome. Put the volume settings to match. Yeah, I'm gonna put it to max. Match, wow. I put the streamer mode because apparently that's a thing. And the Twitch integration seems like fun, but I don't know if you guys would want that. I don't know, I don't think I have it like set up or whatever, and I'm not sure if I want to do the logistics of that. Oh, and now the... Let's let you choose. Oh, well, that's a thing that I don't want to do here. What if you just tell me on the chat? It's not like there's many of you. I'll set that up for next time, though, I promise. I didn't want to, like, do it yet. Alright. Oh, hold on just a second, because I have to turn this on. There, that's my fan. It's just very loud. Me making most of the choices would be the most fun. Probably. Alright. Okay, let's do this. I don't know anything about this game, so we're gonna be experiencing it together. Okay, select archetype. Thinker. Extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, comes up with original ideas. That's already interesting to me. Sensitive. Very psychological. A magnetic personality, but unstable. Might begin to lose his mind. Physical. Extremely physical. Interacts with the world through his body. Gets things done, but dumb as a rock. Or create your own. What does this do? Oh, okay. Your senses, how agile you are, your musculature, how strong you are, sensitivity, how emotionally intelligent you are, raw brain power, how smart you are. You can pick essentially what you are interested in seeing more of. Yeah. I think... Huh. I think I like this, actually. Like, not very agile. You're so at intellect and physique, but your psyche is like super good. I think this is interesting. 4-4-2 build or a 3-3-3? What if I do everything is great? Ah, I can't. I'm just like, I just think this might be interesting like this. 4-4-2 sounds like a good idea, but then again, what if I just remove physique and what if I have like an emotionally intelligent, like redundant. But this one, this speaks to me. Oh, I'm reading it. Don't worry. It's like most cases I recommend either a 4-4-2-2 or a 3-3-3-3, because you can see a little bit of each and decide what you like. Wait. Then I can do this instead, just so that we can get like everything that we like, etc. I like yours. All right. It was this, right? Oh, fuck it, I'll do it. Which one is next? All right. Again, the controller, it's different. All right. Set skill. Logic. Deduce the world. Call upon your knowledge. Produce fascinating trivia. Persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. Play the actor, lie, and detect lies. Oh, I live for drama. How many more can I have? Wait, how many more can I have? No. Oh shit, what happened? Well, I am accidentally dramatic. So I guess that's... The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. Oh, that's a little loud, isn't it?
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about the X something, actually?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
No, you're gonna tell me about the X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone.
What is abyssopelagic zone? It sounds like dinosaurs. Alone sea, never let me go. No, I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. Never let me go.
Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough.
A return trip to the silence, please. Let's visit ancient Ceroholm. Look, I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit? What the fuck is this?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death. Wait, no. I need to belittle myself instead.
Do you really?
Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends. Sure, let's sail.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what What is this? Somewhere in the soul, bloated man meet around you. A sensation.
Abyss pelagic is a part of the ocean. The abyss part where the freaky stuff leaves. Very, very dark. Oh. So the best part.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Stop, I don't want to hear anything more about the sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. No, I'm not scared. I am a champion. No, there's a head attached to my neck.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me. Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth? Cut it off!
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Open your eyes. Link. Oh, game's loud. Is he naked? What a fucking hangover, man. Alright. Well, you know what? It's actually very funny that we are a dramatic bitch. I'm going to the bathroom. What is this? Oh. How do I interact with the world? How do I interact with the world? Hello? Hello? Oh. That's why? Okay, which one is why in my fucking... Hold on. Disco ass blazer, okay. Ah! Why stop button? Yeah, it's a... I'm having a time. Ah! I guess that happens when you're like this. Give me my things. Hello? How do I pick this up? Why does my profile look like a picture by Francis Bacon? You have to highlight it so there's an A on it. Also easier to use a mouse. Alright, that's much easier actually. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Yeah, this is better with the... It's better with the mouse. Yeah, the controller is not very well implemented. Alright. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. What is this? Morale. Tools, clothes, items, interact. Glasses? I can give him glasses! Oh, I want to give him glasses. Put your pants on.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish them
It
out.
says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Thank you, perception.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Unbelievable.
Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
Savoir faire? Pull on the fan. I'm gonna grab it.
You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad.
What?
Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest and keeping you from moving. For quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying.
I wanted.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good.
Fine. Halo around you happens when you notice something. In this case, perception noticed it. With the keyboard, you can hold tab to see interactables, highlighted in green. If certain character creation choices are made, you can die trying to get the tie back. That's a white check. You can retry white checks if you either put a point into relevant skill or if you find some way to make them easier. Okay.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. The switch must be broken because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained.
I wish I had died doing this. Alright, where is it? Okay, how do I get out of this? Yes, okay, there it is. Continue.
What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Pull the light bulb back on.
The lights are off again. The lights. The light, 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 the lights are on. The switch must be broken because nothing happened.
Fine then. The light, yeah. Look at me, I almost look like a person again. Excellent. So you hold tab, okay. Interactables with tab, that's fair. What is this? Give me this. Bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liquor. Thank you. What is this?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Sure, man.
Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really nothing? Wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care. I hurt myself. It's what I do. Wipe the mirror. Maybe I should touch it first, make sure it's nothing wrong with my face. Wipe it.
Behold.
He looks, what is with that smile?
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. Is it some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar. This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
Not making it. The face is making it itself. I have no idea why it's there. It does this. It's making it.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Superstardom. God, I don't know. It's indescribable. I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There is some charm to it. It's an expression of pain.
You are correct.
What? It is. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. Attempt to stop the expression from happening.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened.
Disco. The other is labeled impossible because you straight up can't make the required roll right now, no matter how lucky you are. Ah. So formidable is like one step removed from impossible. Then.
For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million.
Don't speak to me in French.
If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right.
Oh, why did I pick drama? Why did I pick drama?
Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it. Why? I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. Click, click. How long ago was the new? Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? I want to add a clicking sound.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head.
Oh, will I not be able to hear it? I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
It's a good grimace. Leave me alone. How long ago was the new?
Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you. Or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
This is all happening just because I look at myself in the mirror. Anything else? Like, who am I?
You have some understanding of the recent history of disco. The rest is darkness.
Post-disco and post-communism. Okay. Well, that's it, and then...
It doesn't have to be. You
Oh.
can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Electrochemistry. Time to stop. Fuck it, let's do it.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Asshole. The thought cabinet. Internalize thoughts in the thought cabinet. It takes time, and it's kind of like internalizing an idea in real life. Huh. Where is my other thought? Internalize. Sure, why not? Oh, that looks terrible. That's hurting me now. What did I collect? Fuck all, actually. Alright. I'm not leaving yet. I have to see what else is in here. Oh, that's something. Give me that. Only one, though. What is that? Didn't notice anything then. What is that?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands? Is my other shoe out there?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Wait, what am I doing? Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist.
Ah, fuck, it is my shoe, isn't it?
The single green shoe you found fits the hole
God damn
almost
it!
as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Maybe it wasn't me?
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it?
I don't need it.
The window agrees. Its cracked smile is cold and sparkly.
You know what? We don't need that shoe. We don't need it. What is this also? I will pick as many wacky things as I want. This is my playthrough and I will fuck it up in any way that I possibly can. Oh, it's locked. Boo. Yeah, this game is like, it's doing things to me. Calendar says it's March. The year is 51.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Officer? I'm a military personnel? Turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep on walking.
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Continue.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Wait, I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right? Then why do you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure? You're shitting me. Goddamn right, I'm a policeman. Don't you forgetting. You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
She takes another drag. All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Try the expression of her. Let her know you want her physically.
Try the expression.
Oh no!
Come on. Why are you still doing this?
No! I'm at death's door, bloated a gunner, and still does a long and never stop.
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural.
If you feel that check, he says, I want to have fuck with you. Oh my god.
She puts out her cigarette.
Bye. Goodbye, Orange.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
And now, it never stops. Goodbye.
Does that mean we're not gonna have fuck? She left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Is there anything on this side? Something on the table. Money. I don't need my shoe, actually. I don't need it. I'm gonna play this without my fucking shoe.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray. Light it up and smoke the living shit out of it.
The what now?
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
She broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
I am not gonna... I'm not gonna pay attention to you, electrochemistry. I don't like you.
The idea seems to make your neck expand. Suddenly, the garish tie feels very snug.
Like a cat rubbing itself against its owner's calves. A cat that wants you to smoke a lot.
My cat does not want to smoke.
Or you could not do that. No one is making you.
Yes, I should do that. I should enthusiastically do that. I should not do that. I'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth
No,
is
no,
the
no.
next best
No.
thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time.
I'm not...
And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them.
I'm not listening to you.
Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
No, it doesn't. Why are you so mean? I'm not gonna go half fuck. Okay, did I get anything new or is it just the money that... Alright. I don't need my shoe. This is the weekend edition of satirical newspaper Top Le Monde? Top Le Monde? Mund? Should I go get my shoe? Okay, let's go half fuck.
The door is closed.
Try to handle.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. This door.
Fine. You could or you couldn't, it's up to you. I'm not getting my shoe. Can't put more points in a skill? Drugs raise learning caps, but they're bad for your health. Oh my god. Oh, hello. What is this? This is where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. We're gonna do that. Speaker is connected to the radio. Music
You
ceasing
should
with static.
totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense. My soul is modest. It's normal size. My soul is puny. Its cubic content is obscured by the hangover. It's immense!
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you.
Lamentation.
You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
Lamentation sounds good. They'll really get a gauge in my soul with that. I was thinking maybe I could say something happy, get the people going. Let's sing something happy.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
No, I want to sing something happy. You're so fucking mean. Water cooler. Large bubble is rising to the surface. Menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. Today's menu is Monday.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter.
Is that a bird?
Inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me. Look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
Did I do that?
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it.
Uh-oh.
Most likely on a wall.
Uh-oh, I did that.
Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop and I talk to whoever I please.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero. You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Oh my god, I did all those things? I'm guessing I didn't do any of those things.
You're right, you didn't. And it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all that time? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
He sounds like Squidward. Where did Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
Drama success. She just what?
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
Ah, leave. Fine then. You really are chaotic. When you let me be, I can't be. Ooh, a healing item, thank you. Soft purr of the electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. What is this? Mass hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 16 hours. Oh, there's money here. I'm gonna steal that. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Hello.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Fine. Gotta get in to steal it. Alright, where is my colleague? Was that him over there? By the door? Is that him? Well, I don't care. There's a drunk guy. Bottle of rum has knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads, "Wild Pines" are circled by a logo with a tree.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Wake him up.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
No words, it's a primordial scream.
Why the yelling, man?
You're alive? You looked out for the long count there. Just happened to see if I would... I just wanted to see what would happen if I yelled.
Congratulations. You've seen the future. Now, if you excuse me again, officer.
Officer, even after a rude awakening, this dockworker respects the police. More than they usually do, at least.
See anything interesting in your dreams? Tell me about the wild pines. Yours, but not the bottle.
Thank God, no.
Was it the fathomless darkness into which we ought to be deferred, like corpses to a mausoleum? Was it pure nothing, your consciousness no longer a single grain of malt? Tell me, was bliss free of X-somethings? You're right, let's talk about something else.
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No X anything. Just quality time.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains.
Detective?
Wakefulness and detection.
I am a detective. Tell me about wild pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going?
Oh, Impa.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
I've almost never been outside of this building.
Good. We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines.
I don't know if you heard that long-ass meow, but I'm gonna let her out. I'll be back in a second. Alright.
For one, I could use some more shut-eye in the mornings. Right to work, right to sleep, I say.
Why are you sleeping here while the others are out striking?
They got it. Majorette's got it. He's guarding the gate. I just getting some sleep. Or was.
Who's behind the organizing the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
There's no leader.
Okay, I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart, knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
Is that yours?
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
Oh, you're fine. I'll let
The
you sleep.
dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Goodbye. Hello?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Oh, you're the other guy.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now,
What?
if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you.
What?
You are sure of this, but why?
Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he is waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Let's invent a name.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
No. It's very, very cool, but maybe just a bit too ostentatious. It's very cool, but I want to come off like a douche if I call myself that.
You instinctively run your hand over the multi-patterned silk of your tie. Its slickness gives you comfort and reassurance.
Thanks, horrific necktie.
Don't worry! Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop.
Is it though?
Yes, well,
He doesn't even process what you just said, just moves on.
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
Why am I so fucking dramatic?
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him, not toward the cafeteria manager? Yeah, I just talked to him. No, I haven't. There must be some kind of a misunderstanding. You take me for someone else. You mean him?
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman. What interviews? Yes, I haven't. What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
Yes, please. I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Look, man, you know, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
7 days straight? What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? How can you be so sure I'm from the police, but I can't remember anything? I can't remember anything!
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
How can you be so sure?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the citizens' militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General?
Internal Affairs. And I'm not them. I'm from Criminal Investigation.
What about these insignias?
Yes.
But they're just white rectangles.
They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It was not on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
What are we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down. After you, officer.
Okay, interview the cafeteria manager and inspect the body. And we have to find our thing. Hey Kim, let's chat.
Yes?
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
That's racist, so what? Okay then.
He simply nods. Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Aww. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses, you don't look like other people here. Tell me a secret about yourself. You ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
I get it. You're one of those old school detectives, not respectfully. So how do you tap the side of your head? So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
What? Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic.
Get out.
You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
I don't fucking care, electrochemistry. Get out of here. Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
Huh?
The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
So what can I do about it?
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
Time to scream for help.
If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation.
Okay.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough testosterone.
Wow, asshole. No, I don't. Glasses are cool, I guess.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
Wow. I have been rolling well for everything, and now I'm rolling shittily. That's beautiful. It looks like other people around here. That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
I can't remember anything.
No response. He just arches his brow.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice.
Ooh.
Like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Thank you.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and I had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
The case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Yeah.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it. Only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief? Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez.
Oh.
An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
And we just left it there for like 3 more.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
I had an idea. I thought it would be part of the Wild Pines thing. Does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on. And the RCM is?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Oh.
We're the police in this city.
Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the
That's
killer.
Right.
Okay. Secret task complete. Oh. Can we go over the preliminary info again? Would you say it's a mysterious case? Actually, I have all I needed.
Good.
Nothing. Alright, let's talk to this guy again. I know I pissed you off, but we can do it.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Wow.
Mr. Garte, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
The Harbinger of Ruin. Rafael Ambrosius Costo. Currently in between names. The Harbinger of Ruin.
What?
Nothing, I just wanted to see if I... The gloaming, I am it. Nothing, I just wanted to see what happens if I say that. No, I do.
What is this, a joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? We've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
For a moment, the cafeteria manager fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze. Then he gives in.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Okay.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
So we have to find out who made the call. We have to call the station's Lazarus. We have an end of day debrief with Kim. We have to inspect the victim's body. We gotta interview the cafeteria manager. We have to report the badge, and we have to sing karaoke. We're not gonna find any fucking smokes. Alright.
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Kim is here to, among other things, translate your language to regular people. Oh, I love him.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me?
Yes, Detective Cousteau. I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean, do I have questions?
Yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
He thinks you're stupid, sire.
Where did Sylvie go anyway?
Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this.
No, I asked you where. Now I'm asking you why.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Mr. Sol, didn't go well?
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
This stuff gets on my nerves. I am a feminist. I guess I like to be thorough. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know, I just went for it. You're right, probably shouldn't have asked. Everything has something to do with everything.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Where is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Alright, that's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination.
What?
But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
Slip away!
one moment you're running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger.
Oh my god.
Furiously, with both hands. Why?
The lady in the wheelchair is right behind me, isn't she? Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both my hands to flip him up? Fuck you, asshole!
Watch out!
Oh no!
Everything goes dark.
Oh no!
Back so soon.
So worth it.
Admit it, you just missed the quarter light, the darkness on the edge of town. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Are you okay?
Oh. Hello?
No. You have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
I'm not very okay.
Ma'am, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. He just tripped over my chair. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay?
Oh.
There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Don't thank me yet. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I just can't let you up there. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
Oh, I'm going to die.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Marble Hill.
Why did you say that?
These are just synapses firing. It doesn't mean anything. The name must have some meaning for me. Lieutenant Kitsuragi, do you know a place called Marble Hill?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place?
An expression?
A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building? I'll live in a dumpster, I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
No, it doesn't. I will not entertain this thought. Where is the other? I can't believe it. Alright. Pay for the damages. Oh, okay, I need to heal. Because I'm going to die. Oh wait, ma'am, I'm sorry.
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
The lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie?
Does that mean you like me? I don't want to be mean to the woman whom I'm almost killed. Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am?
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Oh, conspiratorially. No, I'm done with mating rituals this time around. I don't know. Maybe I have. I had once. Winked twice, but then I lost her.
The mating rituals aren't the good part, sweetie. I know it's none of my business, but you look like you need someone to take care of you. I suppose all of us do at one time or another. I don't know what I'd do without Morel. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How do you like to roll with me? I don't know if you've noticed, but don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Are you okay? I'm very sorry I crashed into you earlier. I don't know what got into me. Sweeties needs money. Do the sweeties get money?
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
The cafeteria manager is a bad man, a man without honor or compassion. It was like my body had a will of its own. I was running, my torso turned, my hands made this nude gesture. I'm sorry you had to witness it.
Don't beat yourself up over it too much, dear. People do strange things when the old fight or flight kicks in. I'm just glad you weren't injured.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime. Riding back years of corpses. Reading back years of corpses, catching sequence killers. Roll some cigarettes. I'm not jonesing for a smoke. Nope. Nothing. I was just thinking of the lyrics to a song.
Ah, yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me. Morel says it's my theme song.
Aww. You seem to be in a chair.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body.
Thanks, brain.
Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
A grenade? Did you fight in a war? I'm sorry, it was rude to me of me to mention the Witcher. Let's move on. Yeah, it was rude.
That's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
I don't know where I am.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget I said. I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts.
Now. We are alive. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. And the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol.
Okay. All I know is that Revachol used to be really cool in the 30s. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is.
All
Yes?
I know is we're approaching the end times. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. 973.
You're joking. Try again, one more time. What year is it?
End times.
Perhaps, dear. Perhaps. But for now, it's just the spring of 51.
She is perturbed by your not knowing what year it is, but not by your mention of the apocalypse. It must be the end times.
Thank you, Inland Empire.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
I can tell that this is taxing
Whoa.
for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Some kind of democracy, maybe? I'd like to think it's a dictatorship of the proletariat. Proletariat. Something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles or grinds like a badass visionary. Cup. We are living under the Cup regime. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters. Foreigners and women. Democracy, maybe?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called the Zone of Control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
I'm so disappointed.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got.
How come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Oh god. So how did I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Oh, who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Please.
Of course. Then, I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. So, I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
I gotta get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Thanks. Okay, so where do we have to go? We have to go back here, right? But where's my badge? Do you think maybe it's in the... It's upstairs? Hey, Kim, do you want to follow me upstairs? We're gonna go get my badge. We might find my shoe. Oh yeah, that's the door that opens at 16. Alright. We might find my shoe, but I promise you, I won't take it. Wait. What is that? Why is it... Come in. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
This is where the magic happens.
And by that you mean crimes against humanity?
Well, crimes against myself anyway. I defied bourgeoisie morality here, defied it hard. This is an expression of me, my individualism. Well, crimes against myself.
I have no idea what that means.
Toward the exit longingly. What is this?
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
No time to rest. Okay, we out to save. Let's get going. Kim, we have to find it. Oh, that's another map. I like Kim. I'm glad I got to show him my room. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Nope, there's only my shoe there. I am not getting my shoe back. I love Kim. Everyone loves Kim, as we should. Yeah, Kim is a really good character thus far. I like how he's so tired of my fucking dumbassery. How do I get him to run? There we go. Thank you for running. Double click to run, it seems to be. Yeah, double click. Alright. Let's get back here. There might be an always run option in the options menu. Oh! Oh, like in Parasite Eve. Hold on. Options. Controls. Movement. Settings. Tutorial agent detective mode. Automatically highlighted. I don't think there's a... Yes, actually yes, every game mechanic was invented by Parasite Eve. What is this? Heap of snow melts in the wheelbarrow. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Excellent.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What is this fuck the police business? We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
I'm looking for a dead body.
Oh, that's right there. In the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Okay, let's go get the body.
No problem.
Who are you?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Cool, and what are you doing here? Good to meet you, just a gardener.
I am working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
But?
Well, as you already know, there's a corpse there, hanging from a tree. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Oh,
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Thank you. Alright, let's get going. Oh. Let me put my gloves on. Oh, now I look like I'm ready to kick some ass. Alright, let's get going. Oh, what's that?
Before you stands a motor carriage.
Oh.
The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion.
Open the door!
In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Huh. Pull out the pull-out toolbox, run your fingers or the steering lifts. Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something.
Oh, you can heal by pushing the orange one. Okay. Thank you.
The soft purr of electrical kittens.
Oh.
Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Come in, Delta 10, this is Firewalker, copy.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you connect me to the 45th precinct? I have something I need to report. I was about to connect to my station, the 45th Lazarus.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Silent Hill!
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me. I'm in a bad way, Doc. A real bad way.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, it's Firewalker here. I couldn't reach up and grab a tie from my spinning fan without unbearable pain shooting through my arm. I think I've developed extreme photosensitivity. I think I've had a heart attack. I lost all my memory, all of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
There is no surprise in his voice. Only careless superiority.
You're not surprised? Okay, anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
Hard to tell exactly what it was over the phone. Could be a combination of peripheral neuralgia and high blood pressure. Could be that you were having a heart attack. Or, actually, it could be both, given your profile.
So what do I do?
Cut down on the drinking, pal. In fact, cut off the drinking. The drugs, too. Anything else?
Oh, but speed. Sweet speed.
No.
It goes so well with alcohol, too.
No.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Yes.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Maybe.
Accept it. The body is an object, and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours, before the rest goes too.
It stopped snowing. Photosensitivity.
That's because you're hungover. Even the radio waves coming from your direction smell like liquor. Do you feel like your eyes are twitching too?
No.
Good. It would be an awful nuisance if your experiments with your blood pressure were to cause permanent damage to your vision. A nuisance to you, that is.
It's Firewalker here.
Firewalker? Oh, yes, you are. Just don't breathe in the general direction of your fire feet. Actually, wait. Do exactly that. Put yourself out of your misery.
Wow!
Take a deep, Diaphragmatic breath in and...
I feel like you're making fun of me.
I'm the most serious person at the station, Detective. Now, do you have any current, pressing medical problems? What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yes, I want the truth.
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons.
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mectorson.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
What?
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Yeah. Oh god. Okay, where's Sylvie?
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Kim, didn't he give you her number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Someone call that right now.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Oh, hello, this is the police talk calling. I have some questions for you about your last days of work. Sylvie, I believe we met before. This is me, detective from the Building in Rags. Not gonna do that.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone.
Uh-oh.
She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
No. Was it you who called the police? Hey, do you want to grab a cup of coffee with me sometimes? You quit your job at the building. Why? Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
But why didn't you call? Didn't the cars behind your workplace bother you? Do you know who made that call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
But why didn't you call?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the court.
What does this union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
Well, I can see why.
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Oh. Shut up, authority. Wait, Kim, lower your microphone. Is you speaking the truth? The union is allowed around here? I am the authority here. Looks like there's a limit to my authority then. Tell me, why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the dockworkers union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Tell me why exactly.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways. No, don't push her.
Don't push her.
It sounds as if she's about to cry.
Back off.
You do? What else can I do for you?
Okay, next question.
Yeah, go on.
You quit your job, why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why aren't you comfortable discussing with me? Okay, did you leave because of Garte?
What? No, why would you even think that?
He told me he asked you out. Are you saying it didn't happen? Sylvie, don't be afraid of that pig. You have to stand up for yourself. So you do agree that quitting your job because of someone asked you out is an overreaction? Don't be afraid of him.
Please, don't bring Garte into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Okay. I got everything.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Wait. Why does she seem angry with you?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened.
Skua?
Just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Bitch bird got what was coming to her. That sounds like me, alright.
Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though.
Didn't?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing
Oh
booze.
God.
Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on, I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Which song?
We Go On by the O.O.
Oh God.
I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry about the song.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there.
The reason the shitty options exist is that you can in fact choose to be sexist and racist and align yourself with fascism, but the game makes you feel like shit for it. Good, because I won't.
I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand.
Oh.
I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman?
Oh my God.
That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that.
I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen.
Oh God.
I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Wait, police documents?
The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet.
What happened to them?
Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do. Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good tenant.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I was trying to show you the world of tomorrow, the great panic at the end. Well, you're the worst tavern tench I've ever seen. Listen up a little. I don't even know what to say. I'm truly sorry for everything.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
What else did I sing beside the O? I'm looking for a song. Thank you for talking to me.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio.
I felt way too bad.
The call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Oh dear God. Okay,
Just a second,
the present. Okay.
10 to 10-5. This is 41st. Come in, over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
You having fun there, mate? Hi, this is me here. I work at your station. I need a moment. I need to close the window. Spirit the corpse is your copsense. Oh, is it?
10-4, what's your status?
My status,
10-18, 10-20, over.
Just talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing to me.
State your message, sir. Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, repeat message, over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 1022 the captain, over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Say nothing.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ha ha, officer has lost his badge. Ha ha, like on the first cop to ever misplace his badge. Can we just move on? I just want to get a report, I'll be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Didn't you glue your eyes shut earlier? Now you're making fun of me?
He lost a badge.
Could you just please just stop saying he lost his badge for a moment?
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
Oh my god. Enough with this now.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Person wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
I don't have my gun?
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
Don't sweat it, Bratan. You don't need a gun to have
Necktie.
fun. We can still have fun. It's not all over.
Necktie.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun.
Convince them, come on.
Lying over the phone? It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it.
No, of course I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
That's all for now.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Blue Oldboy Pidier, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, a buzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minnow enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
Oh god.
What happened is my partner made contact, and it's not good. He's lost his badge. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, all right. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. That was some gnarly shit there.
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Oh.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
Don't be mean.
I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain. Or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
The pull-out
A
toolbox.
metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Continue.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
The pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids.
Flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well made. Police issue, blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
Thank you, perception. Take the rubber handled chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand.
Push in the pull-out
The
toolbox.
pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
Close the door. Now let's go get that corpse.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally.
God damn it.
And now we know your copo type.
Wait. Okay, what am I?
Guess.
It's kind of weapon cup? Sorry, cup? I'm sorry you had to monitor me.
Okay, just for the length of this short demonstration, please say something that isn't, I'm sorry. Guess. What is it?
Sorry cup?
Yes, sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here.
What are the other couple times? I'm sorry, Upton. Fucking they should be sorry. I'm sorry.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen.
Okay, rigorous self-critique. -1 authority. Embarrassment to the party. Research time 6 hours. You're one sorry piece of shit. A cop penitent. A flagellant cop monk. This is not the right line of work for you. You should be groveling at the feet of the feudal lord. What the fuck? Really criticize yourself. Who knows? You might uncover something important from your guilt-ridden past. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna internalize this. Oh, I have points to level up? Do I? Just one. Okay. Ready, aim, fire. Perception. See, hear, and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. I want the perception, actually. Because it's one of my least ones. Yes. Yes, that's good enough, I think. Your clothes affect your stats. Oh, wow. Alright. Alright, let's go get that corpse. What is this? Bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. Rue de Saint-Chulain?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Not now. Let's go get that corpse. Gets distracted. Listen, shut up. Oh, hey. What you doing, child?
Cuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Cuno.
What the fuck? Oh, this one. This fucking child. Okay. Hey, kid, word. Police business. A moment of her time.
Right in the dick, Cuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
Bruh.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Stop using slurs at my crime scene.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good.
Shut up!
Joyous.
Shut up!
You should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Never mind.
Yeah, Cuno, ride the lightning, Cuno.
Cuno's riding at sea.
What the fuck?
The rake, Cuno. You should throw the rake at him, Cuno.
The fuck? Does Cuno know what a rake is? Cuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Cuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Oh my god. I have questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Cuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Yeah, Cuno is very high. The body. Do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Cuno.
Kim, help me. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
Do you know how he got up there?
Probably climbed. Cuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Cuno. Cuno wasn't even in Martinez. Cuno wasn't in Revachol. Cuno wasn't regional.
Oh, okay. Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Cuno was in fucking Night City.
Where's Night City?
Cuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Cuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Oh, Cuno totally smoked the gimp. Have you seen anyone suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Cuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Cuno.
Bruh, you shut up. Do you know who he was?
Cuno's fuck gimp. Cuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
So you don't know anything?
Cuno knows all kinds of shit. Cuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make the Cuno sing into the popo phone.
Bye.
You're testing Cuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Ah!
Cuno doesn't fucking care.
The ladder's for kids. It wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes.
That's our corpse.
The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad? Or let go of your nose without throwing up.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Let it out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mr. Raphael.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Oh, thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, where do we get the ammonia from?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
I can do it again? Ah, God, what is that?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
Kim, I already threw up.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Cuno.
Turn away. Okay, what was my... Okay, what did I have to do just now? Track down, get a reality lockdown. Inspect the victim's body. Get ammonia from the gardener. Okay. What is this first, though? Someone's trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. Okay. The controls here are a little wonky for me. I don't know. Ma'am?
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
Days? Do you see you have assaults?
Sure. I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Alright, let's go. You can use the controller to walk on the mouse interact. Yeah, that's true, but... I think this will be fine. Alright. How do I use this? I guess you don't. Okay. Let's do this again.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Active decay.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Cuno.
Endurance.
You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Thank God, though. I made it. Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Step closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspector Boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
Why does Harry's portrait look like he used the face app to make him smile and look fucked up?
Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor. Possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, are they? This is the armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
There's the rest of it. Scavenge with locals. The material looks out of place here. Pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab the boot under your arm.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Uh-oh.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
I'm not gonna pull his head off. I'm not a homo.
Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You are about to seriously compromise the coroner's case. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
These boots will go super well with my well-buttoned pants. This is advanced enemy technology. We should conduct research into your weaknesses. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot. They look fancy. I didn't want to take them off. I just thought I should try. Are we not detectives?
Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing? Just this once. Besides, there's no way you are getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots for 7 days. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think they are the only thing left on him?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't open.
Sounds like a plan. Steal a dead man's boots? But that would be dishonorable. Refuse for honor. Should I take the boots off? No, I'm not gonna take them off.
Alright then. You can pay the hostel bill in honor points. How many honor points have you collected?
There are honor points?
Of course there aren't. Don't be naive. You still feel as though there might be some honor points. And if there are, you've surely earned one.
Okay, got it.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Catching, baby! Not to the boots.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
No, that's not what I meant.
Of course.
Where's the rest? How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
This looks pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Where's the rest of it?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of the armor?
No. He must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags.
Then where are these clothes? Have you seen them around? What if they told him to strip before they hung him to demean him?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre. The Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
La puta madre. Of all things.
Fucking talking about underpants.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Run your finger over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
E50, 100, 1000.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Back off and look at the
The
corpse.
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a harbor? I can't come up with anything other than a harbor.
Yes, it looks like they used whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it? They sure wanted him to stay there. The polyester seems strong. How did they even hang it up there? How?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Did they climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
You're assuming the dock workers did it?
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
No. You feel like it was something else. But what?
I feel like it was something else.
Yes, it often is. This belt worries me.
They sure wanted him up there.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
Back off and look.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Inspect the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Oh, Jesus fucking thank you. Is this a map of the night sky? Microelectronic system? Why not?
I have only a cursive knowledge of the science of cybernetics. I would not know if it were. But it's not quite complex enough, is it?
We're missing something here.
I agree.
Whoa.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Cuno! What the fuck is that?
Nothing of your business!
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, he's happy. What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look me in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
Fine.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench.
Squint and
Eyes like a shark.
Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
Oh, sir.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
Squint harder. His face and hands look pink, thighs too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something, Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead.
I agree.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended 7 days ago. No, better not say that. Too heavy. Totally. This buster's not coming back. Deadity dead.
Dabba-doob doob dead.
I don't know what to think. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
Yep, seems like an illusion to me. Could it still be he was moved after death? Maybe he's strangled by someone?
Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Something is coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud
Ew.
below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Turn around and yell. Turn around and yell.
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds like seagulls.
Big's head is a...
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
He's beaten up. See the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Cuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Back off and catch your breath.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
So, how do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Step back and have another look.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue. As you narrow only the lower extremities, the cadaver slowly twists.
Okay, we're done here. Let's get him down.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
Can't someone else do it? We could saw the branch. Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Maybe we could shoot him down? Maybe we can ask help from the harbor?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Yeah, let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
I don't know, maybe just, shoot up there, maybe? Shoot the belt. No, I'm not good with hand-eye combination.
It absolutely will not, officer. That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Cuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Cuno.
I actually thought it has bad idea written all over it. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Cuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight barrel.
Oh god, oh no.
He drops a paper
God,
in
no.
the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
This is a bad idea.
He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Say nothing.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about it.
Aww.
About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Muck about
Cuno could have hit it easy, but then Cuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay, man.
Cuno's sorry too. Cuno feels sorry for the Beano Cloud.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Could someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
I mean, someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
That's it, we have to get help from the harbor.
Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there...
They can get him down too.
Okay, let's do it in the lousy, dangerous way.
How do we get inside the harbor?
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
But won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Cuno's bitches.
My god, Cuno, shut the fuck up. Alright. I am going to save the game here if it's at all possible. And I will stop for tonight because I just realized I've been going on for like 2 hours. This game is addictive. It's really, really fucking good. And I'm very happy to finally be playing it. But I guess next time we're going to go to the harbor. Yeah, it's very fucking addictive. I love it. I'm like already in love with it. Yeah, it doesn't even feel like it's been 2 hours, does it? It's just that good. But yeah, apologies for not streaming yesterday. I will take tomorrow off, maybe? We'll see about that. If I get bored, I might just stream this again and make it be like the second time of today. But don't expect me on Thursday because guess who finally has a COVID shot appointment for Thursday? That's me. That's gonna be 2 juices up. Incredible. But yeah, the game is very, very beautifully written. Kim, my beloved, and I really want to see what's gonna happen. Thank you. If this all goes well, I will be able to have my business trip, so that's gonna be fun. But yeah. Thank you all for coming. I will let you know what happens tomorrow. I don't think I will like stream or anything at all. But if I get bored, I will announce it, etc. And it will be Disco Elysium. And yes, I will see you on Friday. Maybe Thursday if the shot doesn't kill me. So yeah. The writers thanked Marx and Engels in their video game award acceptance speech. I mean, yeah, I've been told about that. It's really good. But yes, thank you all for watching, and I will see you again whenever it is that I announce it. So, see you all, and have yourselves a lovely night. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.